Hello friends, welcome back. In this video, we will talk about responsive design. So let's see what are the breakpoints. Until now, we were using the all breakpoint, which is one of that we don't use at all. So we do have SM, which starts at 640 pixel wide, meaning when the window is at least 640 pixel wide, but no wider than 767 pixels because at 768, our medium breakpoint starts. And we have a large breakpoint which starts at 1024, and then we have extra large which starts at 1280 pixels. Okay, so how are we going to use it and what are the classes that are available to us? So let's start with the most basic ones. So we have background, we have width, height, padding and margin. So let's see this in action. So inside body, I have taken a class BG Blue 500. So let's say that starting at the medium breakpoint, I want to change my background color to red. So here I will add a breakpoint, medium breakpoint. So MD colon BG red 500. Okay. And let's go to the browser here. So here is my page and let me save this. Okay. Once I save this and let me inspect, and what I'll do is I'll go to mobile mode. Okay, and here let me increase the size responsive. Okay, and then here let me go to the medium size, which starts at so let me increase the size. So if I do 768, okay, and if I hit enter, so here you can see this background has changed to red. Okay, and if it is below 768, if I go 1 point below, okay, 1 pixel below, if it is 767, then it will be blue color. Okay, so if it is above 768, then it will change the color to red. Okay, because here as I showed you, let me show you the breakpoint. Okay, this is very important to remember actually. See here the median breakpoint starts at 768. Okay, so once the screen size hit 768, okay, so once it hit 768, 768, it will change to red. Okay, because here we have given medium BG red 500, so it is 500. And if it is 1 pixel less also 767, then you will see blue color. Okay, so Tailwind is mobile first, so whatever class you give, it will take in mobile. Then you need to give the breakpoint like medium, small. Okay, so just like this we are able to do responsive design. So let me show you another example. So let's take a div here with a class of padding 4. Okay, and here inside I'll take some lorem ipsum class. Okay, lorem ipsum text. So okay, so let me save this, and now you will see we have a lorem ipsum text here, and in here there's a padding of 4. Okay, so let me remove this classes actually. Oh, let me remove this red class. Okay, save this because now we will see this example. So we got a padding of 4. Okay, but now I want my padding to be bigger on the bigger screen. Okay, so we can do that by writing sm colon padding will be 32. Okay, let me save this. And now for SM, what is the screen size which starts? It starts from 640. Okay, so now in the bigger screen you will see we have a padding of 32, but in smaller screen once it goes below 640 you will see padding 4. So if I do 639, it will be the padding will be padding 4, and if I do 640, so now as you can see this padding is increased. Okay, because this is bigger version, and if I make it smaller, so it will the padding will be, if it is below 640 the padding will be 4, and if it is more than 640 then the padding will be 32. Okay, so this is mobile first, so whatever class you give it will be in mobile, and for bigger screen you need to define SMMD. Okay, so this is how it works. Okay, so at 640 and above it will be padding 32, but below 640 it will be padding 4. I hope this is clear. Now let's go to our slides. So what we have, these are the breakpoints. Then we have background, width, height, padding, margin. Okay, then what else we have? We have font. Okay, we can use all the font classes also. So all the font classes are also available. We can change font family. Okay, we can change font family, we can change font size, we can make the text left, right, center justify, we can change the text color, we can make it bold, letter spacing, then we have, okay, leading, which is a line spacing, then uppercase. Okay, so these are all the classes we can use. Let's try some examples. So here what I'll do is, so in the small breakpoint I want my font to be bold. Okay, so here I'll write font bold. Okay, let's save this, and now let's go to the browser. Here, let me increase this, let me refresh once again. So if it is below 640, then the font will not be bold, it will be normal. But if it is more than 640, okay, it is more than 640, then you can see this is bold. Okay, let me make it smaller, and now as you can see, and this also I'll make it little smaller. So now if I go below 640, then you can see this text is not bold, it is normal. But when I go above 640, this text is bold now. So if I go 639, then it will be normal, but once I hit 640 it will change to bold. Okay, let's say that if you want this font to be italic in the medium device, so what I'll do is I'll add md and I'll put italic. Okay, and let me save this. So now for medium device it starts from 768. Okay, so once I hit 768 and if I hit enter, now you can see this is italic. Okay, let me increase this because I think you won't be able to see, make it 100%. Okay, now is it, this is clear actually. Okay, so now if I hit 768 enter, why it is going down? Okay, let me make it 7, okay, 75%. Okay, so here as you can see, now it is italic and bold. Okay, if I go below 768, then it is only bold. Okay, and if I go below 640, then this is normal. If I go above 640, it is bold, and if I go above 768, then it will be bold and italic. Okay, so as we discussed that Tailwind is mobile first, so in the mobile, uh, first it will take this padding. Okay, and this padding will remain consistent for MD as well as for SM, because we have not mentioned any padding for MD and SM. Okay, so this padding will remain constant, but once it hit the SM, okay, so the font will be bold, and once it hit MD it will be italic. Okay, so for the SM, what is the screen size? It starts from 640. Okay, so once it is 640, you will see bold. Okay, let me make it 75. You will see bold, but you will not see italic, because medium device screen size starts from 768. So once it is 768, then you will see that the font is bold also and italic. Okay, so this bold doesn't go. If you want to remove the bold and only keep italic, then you need to define here that in MD I want font normal. So in MD I need font normal, and if I save this, now the font will be normal. Okay, and italic, and the bold is gone, because in MD I don't want bold, but in SM I want bold. So if I do 640 and if I hit enter, now if I do 75%, now it is bold. Okay, but not italic. So I hope this makes sense, and you will understand if once you go through the lecture again, because it is very important. This breakpoints are very important for responsive design. Okay, so let me remove this and make it simple to understand. Okay, so now let's move ahead and let's see what else we can do with this. Okay, so if I'm go to the slideshow, so these are the responsive classes: font family, font size. Okay, then what we can do, we can add border as well. So let's try for the border. Okay, so in small I want to add a border, so let me remove this MD, and here in small I will add a border. So small starts at 640. Okay, so see, it starts at 640, so we got a border. But if it is below 640, then we don't see a border. But it is, if it is about 640, then we will see a border. Okay. So from 640 it will start. So 640 will have a border. Okay, because here it is SM. So 640 will have a border, and above that everything, all the screen size will have the border. But if it is below 640, then there will be no border. The border is gone. Okay, so it is mobile first. So in mobile, in small size, there will be no border. But as it goes higher, more than 640, because in mobile the screen size are 640 or 6 below 640. Okay, so in mobile screen we only need to give the class as it is. But in higher devices like in SM, like once it is go beyond 640, then we need borders, so we can do this way. So this is how it works. And lastly, what we have, we have I think we have flex. So let's go to the slides. So yeah, we have display block inline flex hidden. Okay, so this is very important. I'll give you one example where we can use display flex, because this is very important. So let's remove this classes. Okay, and here I will put let's say one, and I'll take one more div and I'll put two. Okay, let me save this, and inside this I will add a bg gray 200. Okay, then we will have a width of maybe we can keep a width of 16, height of 16, and let's keep a border as well. Save this. Okay, let's copy this class and I'll paste it here. Save this. Okay, let me increase, uh, let's keep it 75 only. So now as you can see, we have two boxes. Let me increase this size 32, because it is very small. So I think you will not be able to see properly. Let me save this. So now the boxes are increased. Okay, 32 by 32. We don't require border, but let's keep it. So here, as you can see, this is one and two boxes, but they are one below the other. Okay, so if I do a flex and if I save this, what will happen? It will go side by side, correct? Now in mobile, I want, like if I'm in mobile, let's say, so my screen size is maybe below 640. Okay, not 640, it is below 640. But in, okay, below 640, we can consider this is a mobile device. So here, what I can say that in mobile, I want it below one each other. Okay, so here what I'll do is flex call. I'll change the direction, and if I save this, now it is one below the other. Okay, now we are in mobile and it is one below the other. Now I hit 640, let's say, or more than 640. Now still it is one below the other, but in higher version in tablet, I need this to go side by side. Okay, so what I'll do is, so I'll do a like I'll do SM flex row. Okay, save this. Now it is side by side. If it is below 640, then it will be one below the other. But in tablet or higher version, like higher size, higher screen size, okay, if it is a website, then it will be side by side. But in mobile, I want it to be below one each other, and in tablet maybe 640, I need side by side. Okay, and if you think that my tablet starts from 768, so then here you can give MD flex row. Okay, flex row, only MD flex row, and you can just remove this. If I save this, now this will be one below each other. Okay, and if it goes to 768, which you think that this is my tablet size, so it will be side by side, and below 768 it will be like one below the each other. Okay, if you think that your mobile screen size is like below 768, okay, in tablet it is 768. Let's say your tablet size is 768, it starts from 768. Consider this as a tablet. Okay, so 768 will be side by side, and below 768 it will be a mobile. Nowadays mobile screen size are also having larger size, so you can consider this. This depends on you. You want to keep SM, so it will start from 640 and above. But if you keep MD, it will start from 768. Below 768 it will be stacked one below each other. So this is very, very important. That's why I explained. That is the reason I'm explaining it again and again. Okay, just go through the lecture once again, because this is very important for responsive design. You need to remember all the breakpoints. Okay, so once again, if I go to responsive design slides, so this you need to remember, you need to memorize. Okay, small will start from 640, MD will start from 768, LG will start from 1024, Excel will start from 1280. So this is very, very important. Okay, and you will see a lot of this display thing in our project when we start our project. So this is it for this video. I hope you like this video. Okay, I'll see you in the next video. Till then, take care and bye bye.